So for anyone that hasn't seen it yet, how would you describe Little Voice?
I think Little Voice is one of those shows that when you come and see it, you might not know the play, but you'll know the music, you'll know the people that are being spoken about. I would say that it's like a love letter to the North, to the old days when you would go to clubs to play bingo and have chicken in a basket, and then you'd watch an act, sometimes a singer, sometimes a comedian, sometimes... And I actually run the nightclub in it called Mr. Booze, but it's about this girl called LV, and she has this phenomenal talent. Her father listens to records, and she has somehow managed to get into her brain and down to her vocal cords the sound of all these people, Shirley Bassey, Edith Piaf, to name but two, really. I mean, it's an extraordinary thing. So I guess it's about finding your individuality.
Tell us about your character.
Well, my character is Mr. Boo. He runs the club in it. He is a seedy, sleazy, funny, weird fat man that tells jokes and sings. That's what he is, basically. He's kind of like... if you watch Phoenix Nights, you ever heard of a thing called Phoenix Nights? He's kind of like Jerry the Saint Sinclair or Dem Perry, a little bit, thinks he's brilliant, but actually what he does is run a small club in the North, but he thinks he's running the Palladium.
So, and what research did you do for this part?
I feel like I was born to play it because, weirdly, I was brought up by my grandparents and they ran a club, a workingmen's club in Swansea, just outside actually. And so every Sunday evening, up until I was about 6-7 years of age, I saw people perform live on the stage there. So I feel like I've always been around it. Also, variety for me is very, very important. I've just been speaking to Anthony, one of the marketing people here today, and I have been over to Stoke and I've been dressed as a dame all day. I've been dressed as Widow Twankey, and I'm back here now playing Mr. Boo. So I guess I feel like variety is almost a part of me. I have a genuine love for it, even though I suppose people would see me as a fairly serious actor. I think it forms a part of me.
Are you anything like your character in real life?
No. Yeah, no. I'm not sleazy, and I am, do you know, by my own admission, I would say I'm quite a nice person because I like people and I'm very respectful of people. So from that point of view, no. He's very exploitative of her talent, so I would say no. But I think he likes the sound of laughter, and I love the sound of laughter. I think it's my favourite sound.
So out of the whole show, what is your favourite scene?
When Little Voice does her medley, I'll give you two answers to that. When Little Voice does her medley, I love that. Just to see Catherine breeze from Shirley Bassey to Edith Piaf to all these singers she does. It's just so impeccably done. My personal favourite scene is the top of Act 2 when I get to sing my ridiculous medley. And we've got a change of song because you've seen it before. Some of your college have, though. We've got a change of song for the last number tonight, which I think is great because it's nice to keep it fresh.
So what does working at Theatre Cloyd mean to you?
Everything. And that's genuinely my honest answer. I've been working here. I've done at least one show every year for the last 20 years. And Theatre Cloyd was an extension for me and the most important part of my training. I trained at Welsh College of Music and Drama, and then I came here and started to find out what the business is about, and I'm still learning. There are people that I know that are in their 70s and 80s and acting, and they're still learning because there's so much to learn. There's so much to learn about our craft, and also young people like yourselves bring something new all the time to the business, and if you've got an eye on these things, you want to learn them too. I still get, I know Anthony's heard me say this. Anthony is one of the people who works in marketing here, a very important man. He's heard me say this before, but I still get that little churn, that little butterfly feeling when I'm driving up the hill here and I see the sign Theatre Cloyd, even though I must have seen that sign over the last 20 years running into thousands of times, but I still get that butterfly feeling. I think, for me, it's one of the most important theatres in the country.
So why should people come and watch Little Voice at Theatre Cloyd?
Because I'm in it. No, there's loads of reasons. I think the music is a great draw. It is a company made up of people who have worked here a lot. Simon Holland Robbins, John, myself, Catrin Aaron, Nicola Reynolds has worked here before, and the only newcomer is Joseph Tweedale, who is absolutely extraordinary. I think it's a great mix of comedy and music and pathos. It'll break your heart as well. There's moments of horribleness in there, but it keeps you going on the almost of the flick of a coin. You flick a coin and it comes down and the scene is tragic or it's happy, and it's just so intrinsically entertaining. And I think it's written with love, directed with love, and performed with love.